I'm going to show you what can happen when you allow simple hand-drawn pictures to lead the conversation. All organizations manage these four areas: the people in them, the actions of those people, the resources that support those people, and the reason the organization exists in the world. And it's at the intersection of these bubbles where the real work and the magic happens, where you get the right people doing the right things, creating the right projects supported by the right resources that advance the strategy of the organization, and that all decisions are guided by the values of the organization. But sometimes it can feel more like this, where each department leads their part of the organizational elephant in the direction that they think is best. Let's look at a specific example. Have you ever been to a meeting where you left and you were in complete agreement on the work that needed to be done? You went off to do that work, and when you returned with the results, it was a surprise to everyone in the room. So why does that happen? Well, because we think differently. Just on one aspect, there are those of us who see a glass half full, there are those of us who see a glass half empty. And both of those perspectives are very valuable. In fact, research shows that teams with high cognitive diversity are better at solving problems than those with less cognitive diversity. Back to our A's and B's. A's see the future unfold from the seed that's planted. They can see possibility. B's see the risks inherent along the path, and both perspectives are critical to success. So what keeps us from gathering all of this diverse thinking? We have the highest generational diversity in the workplace that we've ever had. We're also impatient with an attention span of 18 minutes. And we have a technology capacity that doubles every year, speeding the pace of change and often driving us further apart. When you draw together, what happens is you share your thinking process and people can engage with the process rather than coming in at the end and arguing about who came to the right conclusion. And because few of us draw well, we also level the power in the room and invite more voices. Half of our brain is devoted to visual processing, and we're just beginning to understand the power that pictures can create. They're fast, they're focused, and they're clear. So let's look at some real examples of what organizations are doing with visual conversation. Say you want to understand more about a situation. You gather a diverse team, they draw together like children, and then they use that picture to create and gather additional insights. The final image then can be used by the organization to develop shared understanding of the situation. You can explore a customer or an employee experience by creating an experience timeline and allowing each department to contribute their touch points along the timeline of that experience. It will show you opportunities to improve the relationship that you might have missed. You can have an unbiased conversation about potential hires by comparing their profiles with the ideal pie of desired skills and experiences. You can have a conversation with teams about what projects to prioritize by plotting them on a grid like this and making decisions based on value to the organization and the level of effort that the projects require. You can explore the sweet spot of personal, team, or organizational purpose by finding the link between what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, and what you're good at. You can have a conversation with employees about how they feel about the work they do without ever talking about feelings. You have them plot their tasks on the chart shown on the left. Your interpretation of those tasks is shown on the right, and you're looking for tasks that fall into that flow area. You can have a continuous review story created by using a plot diagram. We're hardwired for story, so this becomes memorable. You can connect prior accomplishments and setbacks to the present day and then co-develop a strategy for achieving future goals. You can even create an integrated business strategy map that shows how each area of the business impacts other areas of the business. And you want some real visual inspiration, Google Disney strategy map and see how his plan from 1957 continues to exist in the present day. So again, very brief showcase of the power of these hand-drawn pictures leading conversations. They're fast, they're focused, and they're clear.